So, honestly, I don't know what I expected, really. I suppose a part of me hoped that Business Bombshells reps would see that and condemn it.
That we exist to support you. The Business Bombshells opportunity is like...
I had comments come up on YouTube and on Facebook to say they're gonna say this is diversity, we're including disabled people. That didn't even enter my mind that they would do that. It didn't even enter my mind that this was justifiable in any way, shape or form. Maybe that's my own naivety, but that didn't even enter my mind. Right? But they were right. They were right, because the BB reps, they're saying that this is inclusion. They're saying that this is inclusion, that this is right. So here we go. Now, the first lady, well, I'll read the YouTube comment out first. Get your facts right. Get your facts right before you slate bombshells. We're a fully diverse company, making everyone feel welcome, regardless of your size, culture, disability, language. I love how you only showed one person on this business video and not the whole business video that she posted. You're making yourself look... I didn't post the whole video because the whole video it was the same old crap. I posted the part of the video showing somebody with Down syndrome working their bombshells business, right? Because that was the relevant part. This person. Now, I have let this person come on my page since the beginning of making Business Bombshells videos. I won't say her name. I've talked about her in another video. I mean, she said the most ridiculous things. She's never out and out attacked me. She's never used abusive language on my Facebook page. So I've allowed her to remain there. I have no problem with anybody coming on my page to tell me they disagree with me. I don't even care if you call me an idiot. Call me an idiot, you stupid idiot. I'll only block people if they start using profanity or really serious abusive language to me or somebody else, probably more likely. And what she did was she went on and she posted a succession of links to YouTube videos that used Down syndrome actors and actresses, right? Completely missing the point. And this shows that she posted this one link was a Dear Mum Mother's Day 2020 Hallmark, and it uses a Down syndrome child in it. It's just an actor, you know, could have been interchangeable with any child. And then I said, my reply, you know it's not the same. The message in the BB video is that people with Down syndrome can be recruited. Please don't try to justify this because it's about to be picked up by the mainstream media. Because people with Down syndrome are any different. Huh? Yes, they are, Beth. People with Down syndrome are different. You know, they are. Of course they can be recruited. Of course they can be recruited, she says. If they choose to be, I mean, for fuck's sake. They like their independence and to make their own decisions, so F off with your complete BS. You're the one with the hate speech, targeting people with such vicious nature, and now this. Now you've really effing pissed me off. And I just commented, oh God. I grew up with people having severe disabilities. My mum worked in a home and I had an amazing friendship with a Down syndrome girl in a wheelchair. The only reason she was there was because her parents needed a break sometimes. People with Down syndrome, yes, they like their own but people with learning difficulties, they need to be protected. They are not as able to make decisions and have an understanding into multi-level marketing companies as a neurologically typical person, right? I've been brought up with so much respect, blah de blah de blah, and I just went, this is not diversity, this is abuse. You have no effing idea what abuse is, you silly little girl. What the F is wrong with you? Seriously, you're a disgrace. And this is the justification. You know, listen, it is not diverse to manipulate anybody. It's not diversity to take people with learning difficulties who have not got the cognitive ability to understand the nature of a multi-level marketing structure, right? And get them into it. It's not diversity. It's not inclusive, right? It's not. They do not, you need, if somebody is going to sign up to something and join something and pay their own money into it, right, into something with a 99% failure rate, they need to be able to understand. Now, it's already completely and utterly outrageous that people on the autism spectrum or people with mental health issues are targeted. But, most of the time, particularly with people high functioning autism or mental health, they still have the cognitive capacity to understand the nature of what they are getting involved in. And usually it's for psychological reasons that they'll get involved, the friendship factor, that, oh, this will help with my depression. Somebody with learning difficulties, like Down syndrome, right? Specific learning difficulties, which make them unable to understand more complex business models and how they work and how it might affect them, and how joining up with something, you know, with a 99% failure rate might not be the best thing for them to join up with, and working for absolutely no pay might not be a suitable thing for somebody with learning difficulties to get involved with. That's not inclusion. Inclusion is Starbucks, my local Starbucks, employing a man with Down syndrome who brings drinks to the tables, he clears the tables, he cleans the floor. I mean, he does it so methodically, bless him, and he gets paid. That gentleman gets paid for every hour he works in Starbucks doing that, and he does a beautiful job, and he really cares, and he takes pride in his work. He gets paid for it, right? He understands what is required of him. When you bring somebody into a multi-level marketing company that has not got the cognitive capacity to possibly understand what they have got themselves involved in, that is exploitation, that is abuse, right? There are no ways about this. Now you as reps have confirmed that you are targeting people with Down syndrome, and I guess any learning difficulties. You have now brought a dimension to your industry that, for the first time, that no other multi-level marketing company has done. You have lowered the bar to an extent where you have now shown your industry to be dangerous. It's dangerous because you have gone on, not you, business bombshells, multi-level marketing network marketing companies have gone on for this long, completely unchecked, completely unregulated, and I suppose it was just a matter of time before you decided that the most severely vulnerable in society were fair game. I suppose that was only a matter of time. You got a business model that targets the vulnerable and wants the vulnerable. It's going to be only a matter of time before you go for the super vulnerable, the people with Down syndrome, the people with learning difficulties who have no understanding, the trusting people, the loving people in society who think that you want to be their friend, that think that when you tell them this is going to be really good for you, they're just going to believe you. They're just going to believe you, right? And you're going to take their disability allowance. You'll have that 125 out of their disability allowance every single month, because that Down syndrome person ain't leaving your downline, are they? They will do without month on month that little bit of money. If they can't get a normal job like the gentleman in Starbucks, if they're unable to do that and they have to live solely off disability living allowance, you'll have that off them. If they can get a job, you'll take their hard-earned wages off them, and you'll feed the pyramid. You'll feed Sophie Hughes, you'll feed Simon Mitchell, you'll feed Susie Mitchell. Simon Mitchell, Susie Mitchell and Sophie Hughes are officially Susie Mitchell And Sophie Hughes, or the official CEO, Simon Mitchell, is also, apparently it was all his idea. That's what I've been told. That's allegedly, it was all his idea by the owner of another company. Told me that. How true that is, I don't know. The two official CEOs have qualifications in psychology. Sophie Hughes has a degree in psychology. Susie Mitchell claims to be a doctor. They inserted a Down syndrome. This video that I showed you on the other, was a video that was on the account when you just signed up. It wasn't a recruitment video. It was a video, it was sort of a more welcome video. This is all about you. They very cleverly put this Down syndrome lady in there. It was a subliminal message. It was a very clever, because these are psychology trained people. They know. They dropped her in there, little clip of her in there, to say, we be inclusive. We want to include everybody. Down syndrome people can be included because they've got disabilities. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And any sick, disgusting individual who wants to try and claim dragging people with learning difficulties into MLM pyramid schemes, right? Who have no ability to understand what they've been brought into, who will trust the word of who wants them in their downline. They'll trust it. They don't have the ability for critical thinking. Now, if anyone from MenCap, or I've already left a message with somebody from the Down Syndrome Association, wants to get in touch and wants to speak further, wants to come on my channel and come on Zoom to talk about how dangerous this is, you're very welcome. Get in touch with me on my Miss Sponley Facebook page. I want as an official statement from the Business Bombshells after this. I expect one. You need to explain this. You need to explain why you had a Down syndrome person seemingly working their Business Bombshells business in your video. Do you have Down syndrome people in your organisation? Will you accept people with learning difficulties into your MLM scheme? We need to know official answers from the top. We need to know how dangerous you are now, because this could be nurses, this could be support workers, social workers that have got been sucked into Business Bombshells, feeling that they are being brainwashed into believing that they're helping the Down syndrome people who they look after, who they're supposed to be supporting, by getting them into this. You know, the potential for abuse here is off scale, and it's frightening. It's frightening, right? You have not just frightened me, that, you know, even a comment that Laura Dos Santos, who used to think Unique was the most frightening company of all, even said, you know, this is worse, this is the lowest of the low, even worse than Unique, you know. And I never thought I'd hear her say that. We need official statements. We need answers from the Business Bombshells HQ about this now.